everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Annette Green. I'm going to do something a little different, and I'm going to share a several part series of projects that I will be travel teaching this year, 2018. So as you can see, these are all the newest Graphic 45 collections. And what I'll do is I'll take you through each one independently in its own video. So let's get started. This project is a traveler style journal using Graphic 45's gorgeous re-released Botanical Tea Deluxe Collector's Edition. Another one of my all-time favorites. So it's a very tall journal style notebook, a traveler style notebook with all kinds of imagery from the beautiful kind of pastel shabby chic Botanical Tea collection. I have a lot of pockets going on with tags here. This one could be a bookmark, or you could just use it for journaling. I have some lined paper on the back, lace, stickers, got tabs on the sides, little vellum pocket here, all frosty and clear, you can't see. Cut aparts. There's tags added in here. I'll talk about everything that goes into this project, but give you just kind of a quick little run through. 2 pockets there, more pockets, and things kind of repeat from signature to signature. As you can see, there's 3 total signatures in here. That's what we'll call them. So to keep the design fairly simple, the basic construction repeats from signature to signature for the most part. And then we'll have a little difference in some of the signatures with like a side loading pocket here. And again. So there's a lot of interaction in this particular album. And even on the pieces in the outside pockets here, we have a little fold open where you could do more journaling or put some notes in there. So there's little pockets on the inside back and inside front cover. This one actually has ribbon that has it tied closed, but that can open up. And some more journaling space. All right, so what goes into this one? I mentioned this is the Deluxe Collector's Edition. That's what they call it at Graphic 45 when they re-release one of their all-time favorites. And it's Botanical Tea. And it comes in this big pack. And with the paper collection itself, you'll get the full 12 by 12 sticker sheet, which I used a lot in the project, and then the chipboard sheet as well, and I used tons of that as well. I only had a few pieces left over, so I used that. And the basic construction of the album comes from this Sizzix die by Eileen Hull called Journal. So it's a very large one of those long dies, and I use chipboard to cut my covers. I also have used Graphic 45's Shabby Chic brads, Shabby Chic keyholes, Shabby Chic keys, and just a few, 3 of their ATC size ivory tags, and 3 of the large size ivory tags as well. Now, when you're using those tags, the good news is there's now a die set that coordinates with their tag sizes. They have 3 different new die sets, and this is just one of them that has all this on there. But for this particular album, I used quite a lot from this set. I used the ATC size tag die, and what's nice about that is when you go to cut one out, let me find one for you. Yeah, so when you go to cut it out of the paper, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, see, it cuts the paper just nested nicely inside the tag, and it even cuts out that hole. So no need to guess with a punch or anything anymore. This cuts perfectly your paper to fit on their tags. And the same goes with the large, which in the album I have done, like here, for example. So this whole thing was cut with that die. Perfect for the tag. And I just hinged those tags in there. So I also used in this set, see the flowers there and the leaves. So I layered up quite a bit of those on the front cover, even up here. So it's a wonderful die set. In addition, I used May Arts, all kinds of good May Arts stuff, and then some seam binding ribbon. So the May Arts, I used the ivory waxed twine to do the binding. So the binding is like this, and it's in there holding all those pages together. All right, and then I used this pretty 1/8 inch ivory ribbon. Has a little stitch to it, very cute. And seam binding, talk about that in a minute, but I ordered like a bunch of this Hug Snug, and I usually get like egg wash instead of pure white, because if you want to use it by itself, egg wash is really kind of pretty because it's not white, but it also will receive color very easily and not be affected by the color, or the color won't be affected by it, I should say. And then I used some of this really pretty lace trim, and I actually found this at Hobby Lobby, and it's called Merchant 41. So I buy that when ribbon goes on 50% off, and I buy a ton of it. I found these cute charms. This is a partial package because I've used quite a few, but these are great little pearly charms. And there's 12 on there. So that's a great little pack. I'll show you where I use those. And then I use one of Tim Holtz's little charms here. It's like a cabochon tray kind of charm. And I'll show you what I did with that too. All right, now that you know everything that went into it, we'll take a little closer look. So there's that seam binding ribbon. And I have just simply sprayed it with Distress Stain Spray. And I used various colors. You can see it sort of has a variegated look there. So I might have used 2 colors on each one, a blue and a green, a pink and another pink, and more blue on that one. And then, as you can see, there's some of those keys. There's that little pearl I was talking about. And the little charm from Tim Holtz is right there. And what I did is it just happened that one of the little round chipboard circles from the Botanical tea set actually fits in there perfectly. So I just glued that in there. A couple more keys, and then I attached the little chipboard tag from the collection. I just had to use a little jump ring right there to attach it over top of all this ribbon. And then on the front you can see that's where I used the brads, and I layered up the chipboard, and this is a fussy cut butterfly. This doily back here, I think I've used this more than any die I've ever owned. It's from Cherry Lynn Designs, and it's just a 4-inch doily die that I love. There's a shabby chic key and the keyhole. I always put a little paper through the keyhole, and I just attach it with metal glue. All right, and then you saw everything else inside before. But just now that you know about the tag die, you can see that I did incorporate that large tag with a hinge into the page using the die to cover the actual tag. So that is Botanical Tea. Now this one I am teaching in Colorado Springs the first weekend of May 2018. Teaching 4 classes there. This is one of 4. The store is Simple Pleasures in Colorado Springs, and I will put that description and link in my description line below. So if you want to call the store and see if you can get in, that would be great. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.